Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class. Today we will talk about 30 different English phrases that you can use in your daily life. Maybe you know some of them, or maybe you don't. Let's find out. If you know how to use any of these 30 English phrases in sentences, you can put the sentences in the comments. Number 1, break the ice. What does it mean? To initiate conversation in a social setting. When you talk to someone in a social setting, like at a party, do you usually break the ice, or does the other person break the ice? Who starts the conversation first? Let's read the sentences. I always find it challenging to break the ice at networking events. A good joke can help break the ice in a new group. Using a common interest is a great way to break the ice. How do you like to break the ice? Some people feel that breaking the ice is difficult. They feel nervous or shy. They feel awkward to talk in a social setting. Let us know how you feel and what you do to break the ice in the comments. Thank you. Number 2, hit the books. It means to study or start studying. I need to hit the books for my upcoming exams. Every night I hit the books for at least 2 hours. She's hitting the books to prepare for the certification exam. Do you hit the books? Some people don't like hitting the books. They don't like studying. Do you like studying? Do you listen to music while you hit the books? Or do you like to have peace and quiet, silence when you hit the books? Let us know in the comments. Number 3, spill the beans. It means to disclose a secret, to tell a secret, to reveal a secret. Come on, spill the beans. What's the big surprise? I accidentally spilled the beans about the party. Uh-oh. I told someone about the party when I should not have. She promised not to spill the beans about the project until it's official. Have you ever spilled the beans? Was someone upset at you because you spilled the beans? You told the secret? Let us know in the comments. Or maybe you were upset at someone else because they spilled the beans. They told a secret. Number 4, bite the bullet. What does it mean? To face a difficult situation with courage. I had to bite the bullet and confront my fear of public speaking. Facing challenges head on is a way to bite the bullet. It's time to bite the bullet and address the issue. Have you ever had to bite the bullet and face a difficult situation? Let us know about it in the comments. What did you have to do? Or maybe you faced a situation and you were very scared. You didn't want to bite the bullet. You didn't want to handle the situation. Number 5, cut to the chase. To get to the main point without wasting time. Do you cut to the chase when you speak to somebody about something? Or do you beat around the bush? Do you not get to the point? Do you waste time when you speak? Let's cut to the chase and discuss the key issues. Let's not waste time. Instead of a long introduction, let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the point. In business, it's often important to cut to the chase in negotiations. How do you feel? Do you think it's good to cut to the chase, to get to the point when you are talking to someone? Or do you think it's okay to waste a little time? Let us know in the comments. Number 6, go the extra mile. What does it mean? To make a special effort or go above and beyond what is required. When you have some work to do you go the extra mile? Or do you do the bare minimum? Do you only do what is necessary? Let us know in the comments. Successful people often go the extra mile in their work. He always goes the extra mile to help his colleagues. To stand out, you have to be willing to go the extra mile. What do you think? Do you think it's important? Is it beneficial to you to go the extra mile and do more than what is required? Or do you think it's fine or it's satisfactory? Is it good enough to just do the minimum? To just do the minimum. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, please. Number 7, hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. What does it mean? To start a new activity or job quickly and energetically. I want to hit the ground running in my new position. The new position at the job. After the training, I'm ready to hit the ground running. New employees should aim to hit the ground running in their roles. So, what about you? When you start a new project or a new job, do you usually hit the ground running? Or do you need to start walking first and then you gain speed eventually? Many people like to hit the ground running because they are very enthusiastic, they're very energetic, they're very excited about what they are going to do. Or maybe someone feels competitive. They don't want that group or that other person, they don't want their competitor to look better than they do. So they want to hit the ground running and get working in a way that is noticeable, that people will recognize. Number 8, burn the midnight oil. What does that mean? It means to work late into the night. Have you ever had to burn the midnight oil? Have you ever had to maybe study for long hours into the night because you had a test coming? The sentences say, to meet the deadline, we had to burn the midnight oil. So if they didn't work late into the night, they could never have finished the project or the work. So they needed to burn the midnight oil. During exams, students often burn the midnight oil, staying up late and long hours studying. Entrepreneurs sometimes need to burn the midnight oil to succeed. Have you ever started a new business, your own business? Did you need to work many hours late into the night so that your new business could become successful? Let us know in the comments. Number 9, break the bank. What does it mean to break the bank? It means that something is very expensive. If you break the bank, you probably bought something that you really couldn't afford. Buying a new car can sometimes break the bank. The cost of the vacation would likely break the bank. She found a dress she liked, but it was too expensive and would break the bank. Have you ever wanted to buy something very expensive, but you didn't because you knew that if you had bought it or if you were to buy it, you would have broke the bank. So you decided not to buy it because it was too much money. Let us know if you had an experience like that in the comments, please. Number 10, read between the lines. It means to understand the hidden or implied meaning in a situation. When reading a complex text, it's important to read between the lines. Try to understand the hidden or implied meaning. Don't only look at the surface. You need to go deeper, and you need to go deeper to understand the hidden meaning, the real deep meaning. Her body language was telling me something. I had to read between the lines. So, maybe somebody looks upset. They don't say that they are upset. So, you can read between the lines, right? Clearly, they are upset even though they did not tell you that they are upset. In relationships, it's necessary to read between the lines to understand intentions. So, maybe someone says something that upsets you. Did they mean to upset you? Was that their intention? Or maybe they did not intend on upsetting you. They didn't intend to do that. You need to read between the lines and say to yourself, he didn't mean to upset me. It was a mistake. He made a mistake. You read between the lines. Can you make an example sentence with read between the lines in the comments? Sometimes my wife is upset at me. Why? Why is she upset? Maybe I need to read between the lines and find out why. She doesn't tell me with her words, but I can think about it. Number 11, jump on the bandwagon. What does it mean? It means to join others in doing something that has become fashionable or popular. Do you usually jump on the bandwagon every time something new becomes popular? Let us know in the comments, please. The sentences read, after the team's victory, many fans decided to jump on the bandwagon and support them. Don't just jump on the bandwagon, understand the cause before supporting it. Do you have the tendency to just do what everyone else does? Or do you stop and do you think about what you're going to do before you do it? Don't just jump on the bandwagon. Think about it first. Don't just follow everyone else and do what they do because it's popular. Think about it first. Next sentence. With the new trend, everyone seems to be eager to jump on the bandwagon. Not me. Number 12. Cost an arm and a leg. This is like break the bank, right? It means that something is very expensive. Getting my car repaired is going to cost an arm and a leg. Living in the city can cost an arm and a leg. I wanted to buy that antique, but it would have cost me an arm and a leg. It would have broken the bank. 13. Throw someone under the bus. Have you ever thrown someone under the bus because you were afraid of looking bad? What does it mean? To betray someone or blame them for a mistake. Throw them under the bus. Blame them for a mistake. In a crisis, some people might try to throw others under the bus to save themselves. Is that what you would do? Would you try to throw someone else under the bus to save yourself? Let us know in the comments. Next sentence. It's not fair to throw someone under the bus for a team failure. So if the whole team failed, don't throw one person under the bus. That's not fair. It's the fault of the whole team, right? Next, be careful. He might try to throw you under the bus to avoid responsibility. Has someone ever tried to throw you under the bus so that he or she would not take the responsibility and they wouldn't look bad? Let us know in the comments. Number 14, get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. It means to start a process or activity. Let's get the ball rolling on the new project. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's start already. Let's go. Let's get the ball rolling. Getting the ball rolling early in the day can boost productivity. Do you like to get the ball rolling early? Or do you procrastinate? Do you wait until the last minute to get the ball rolling? I'll make the first call to get the ball rolling on the collaboration. If you can make a sentence with this phrase, get the ball rolling, please let us know in the comments. Number 15, burn the candle at both ends. Burn the candle at both ends. What does it mean? To work long hours, often to the point of exhaustion. This is very similar to burning the midnight oil that we talked about earlier in the video. Working 2 jobs, she was burning the candle at both ends to make ends meet, to make money, to make enough money to provide for her family. Burnout is a real risk for those who consistently burn the candle at both ends. It's important to find a balance and avoid burning the candle at both ends for too long. When you work or when you are focused on doing something, when you have a project to do you often burn the candle at both ends, working very long hours to the point of exhaustion? Or do you stop working after a couple of hours and take a break? Let us know in the comments. Number 16. Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. To describe exactly what is causing a situation or problem. You really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the issue. Her explanation hit the nail on the head, and everyone understood. The detective hit the nail on the head and solved the mystery. So, do you often hit the nail on the head when there is some kind of question? Do you find the answer quickly and accurately? Do you know exactly what to do? Or do you understand exactly why something is happening or a problem occurred? If so, you usually hit the nail on the head. So you got it exactly right. So, for example, if somebody makes a meal for you, right? And then they ask you, can you tell me what ingredients did I put in the meal? What spices did I add into the meal? And you taste it. And then you are able to tell them exactly what they put in the meal. You hit the nail on the head. Okay, very good. Number 17. Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't waste time worrying about things that have already happened in the past. If they already happened, don't worry about it. Don't cry over spilled milk. Yes, we made a mistake, but there's no use crying over spilled milk. It already happened. Let's move on. Don't cry over spilled milk. Focus on finding a solution. It's unfortunate, but there's no point in crying over spilled milk. When something bad happens and it's already in the past, do you cry over spilled milk? Or do you try to forget about it and move on? Do you try to learn from your mistakes and move on? Or do you cry over spilled milk? You're still thinking about the problem that happened and it makes you feel bad. We have a comment from Karen. Karen says, if you miss the bus, it's better not to cry over spilled milk. Just relax and wait for the next bus. Wow, Karen, thank you so much. That's a fantastic sentence. Can you do what Karen did and make sentences with the phrases that we're talking about in the video? Please let us know what sentences you can make with these phrases. Number 18, cut corners. What does it mean? To take shortcuts or to do something in the easiest and quickest way, often sacrificing quality. It's usually not very advantageous to cut corners, right? Sentences. We can't afford to cut corners when it comes to safety regulations. Cutting corners in the construction process led to structural issues. That's a serious problem, right? When people are constructing buildings, they should not cut corners. No, they should not take shortcuts or try to do things in the easiest and quickest way, right? Because if they try to do it in the quickest way, there could be serious problems with the structure of the building. And that can cause serious safety hazards, right? It's tempting to cut corners, but it's essential to follow the proper procedures. Have you ever been tempted to cut corners? Have you ever wanted to do something the easiest and quickest way? What was the result? Did it come out the way that it should have? Or maybe you regret it. Next time, maybe you shouldn't try to cut corners. Do things the right way. take the time that you need to take. Number 19. The ball is in your court. That means it's your turn to make a decision or take action. Karen has a sentence for us. Let's see. She says, think about safety before you decide to cut corners. Excellent sentence, Karen. Fantastic. So, the ball is in your court. What does that mean? It's your turn. You make the decision now. You take the action now. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn. Sentences. I've provided all the necessary information. Now the ball is in your court. After the proposal, the ball is in their court to respond. So, I gave them what they needed. Now I'm waiting. The ball is in their court now. You've been given the opportunity. The ball is in your court now. So, will you take action? It's your turn. Can you make a sentence with the ball is in your court? Number 20. Hold your horses. It means be patient. Hold your horses. We're still waiting for the final decision. Be patient. We're waiting for the final decision. Before making any assumptions, hold your horses and gather all the facts. Don't make assumptions, right? First, you need to know what really is happening. You need to gather all the facts before you make an assumption. Hold your horses. Wait. I know you're excited, but hold your horses until the official announcement. Okay, Karen made a sentence with the ball is in your court. She says, where should we go on vacation? I don't have a preference. The ball is in your court. Okay, yeah. That person is telling the other that they should make the decision. It's their turn. Or you might say, hey, I chose the vacation last year. Why don't you choose the vacation this year? The ball is in your court. You decide what to do. Very good, Karen. Excellent. Okay, number 21. Out of the blue. Unexpectedly or without warning. She received a job offer out of the blue. Unexpectedly, she received the job offer. I bumped into an old friend out of the blue. Unexpectedly, without warning, I bumped into an old friend out of the blue. The idea came to him out of the blue. Hey, I just got an idea out of the blue. It was unexpected. Number 22, hit the jackpot. To achieve great success or receive unexpected good fortune. Okay, some sentences with this. Investing in that company turned out to be hitting the jackpot. So that was a really good investment, right? You invest, you don't know what will happen with that investment, but hopefully you will hit the jackpot. Finding a good friend is like hitting the jackpot. What do you think? Finding a good friend, is that difficult or is it easy to find a good friend? Some people think it's difficult to find good friends. And when they find the good friend, it's like they hit the jackpot. Now they have a very valuable thing in their lives. He hit the jackpot with his latest invention. Wow. So he made something and it turned out to be very popular. He hit the jackpot and he's probably getting a good amount of money for it. Number 23, the tip of the iceberg. What does that mean? A small, visible part of a much larger issue. So sometimes when there is a problem, sometimes we can only see the very tip of the iceberg. Sometimes we can't see how big the problem actually is at first, and we can only see the tip of the iceberg at first. The financial problems we see are just the tip of the iceberg. So there are some more problems than just the financial ones. The controversy surrounding the politician is only the tip of the iceberg. The problems go much deeper. We can't see it right away, but the problems go much deeper. The visible symptoms are often just the tip of the iceberg in medical conditions. So, if a person has maybe a cough, right? Maybe someone has a cough. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Perhaps something more serious is going on inside the person's body. Can you give us an example of the tip of the iceberg? Maybe you had a problem and you thought it was one thing, but really there were many things going on. The one thing that you first saw was just the tip of the iceberg. Number 24, a piece of cake. Something very easy to do is a piece of cake, right? Completing the assignment was a piece of cake for her. Maybe not for him, but for her, it was a piece of cake. Cooking this recipe is a piece of cake. It's not like the last recipe. That one was really difficult. Solving that math problem turned out to be a piece of cake. What is a piece of cake for you? Let us know in the comments. Have you ever had to do something that you thought would be very difficult, but it turned out to be very easy? A piece of cake. Or maybe you thought that something would be a piece of cake to do, something very easy, but it turned out to be very difficult. Number 25, under the weather, feeling unwell or sick or feeling ill, right? I won't be able to make it to the meeting. I'm feeling under the weather. She's been under the weather for a few days now. If you're feeling under the weather, it's okay to take a day off. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling under the weather? If so, I'm very sorry. I hope you get better soon. If you are not feeling under the weather, that's great. I hope that you continue to have good health. Number 26, cutting edge. What is something that is cutting edge? At the forefront of innovation or advancement. Cutting edge means it's the best of the best. Usually, new technology is cutting edge. It's the best. It's much better than the old technology, right? Their company is known for its cutting edge technology. The research team is working on cutting edge solutions. The new smartphone features cutting edge design and functionality. Do you have a smartphone that is cutting edge? Maybe the design of the phone on the outside is cutting edge. It's the newest kind of design. Or maybe you have a phone that has the latest technology for the camera. Maybe the phone that you have has a cutting edge camera, the best kind of camera, the latest, the newest kind of camera. Let us know in the comments. Number 27, down to the wire. What does that mean? It means until the last possible moment. Down to the wire. Last minute. They finished the project down to the wire. So they finished the project last minute, at the last moment possible. Scoring the winning goal came down to the wire. So they scored the winning goal at the very last possible moment. We completed the presentation down to the wire. So they finally completed the presentation at the last possible moment or the last minute. Have you ever completed a project down to the wire? Maybe you had a deadline and you needed to get something done by a certain day at a certain time. And you worked tirelessly to get that finished. You worked down to the wire. Number 28. Burn bridges. What does that mean? To damage relationships, usually irreparably, or irreparably, as some people may say, or as some pronounce it, irreparably, to damage a relationship. Be careful not to burn bridges when leaving a job. You may need references. So if you want to quit your job and you want a different job, don't tell your boss, I'm leaving this job, No, don't burn bridges. No. Be kind. Be kind because they may help you get your next job. Next sentence. He regretted burning bridges with his colleagues by speaking harshly. If you speak harshly with people, you may burn bridges. They may never have a good relationship with you again. In business, it's essential not to burn bridges with potential partners, right? Has anyone ever said anything to you that hurt you so much that that bridge was burned? Now there is no relationship between you and that person. Has that bridge burned? Let us know in the comments. Or how do you feel about burning bridges? Maybe you try to be a person that never burns bridges. You always want to have a decent relationship with another person. Let us know in the comments, please. Number 29. Butter someone up. What does that mean? To butter someone up means to praise or flatter someone, often with the intention of gaining a favor. Do you try to butter people up if you think that they can help you with something? You try to make them feel good because you want something from them. Sentences. She buttered up her boss to get the promotion. Have you ever tried to butter up your boss so that you may get a promotion or a raise in your salary? He's always buttering people up when he needs something. Nobody likes a person that always tries to butter them up, right? No. Don't try to butter me up. Just be honest about what you need. So, buttering someone up, you might try to say, oh, wow, your dress looks very nice today. Or, wow, you got a new haircut. Wow, you look great. You look so good. Don't try to butter me up. Just tell me what you want. So if you can make a sentence with butter me up, please let us know in the comments, because this will help you to practice your English, and it will help you to remember these phrases so that you can use them in daily life. Isn't that the important thing? Being able to use these things in your daily life? Practical ways of improving your English. Practice. Number 30. Get the hang of something. It means to learn or understand something thoroughly. So, when you tried to do something that you never tried to do before, how long did it take you to get the hang of it? It took me a while, but I finally got the hang of playing the guitar. After a few attempts, she got the hang of using the new software. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of driving with practice. So, what did it take time for you to get the hang of? Maybe cooking. You didn't know how to cook, and it was a little bit difficult in the beginning, but eventually you got the hang of it. Or maybe when you first started learning English, it was really confusing and difficult, but after a few weeks of learning and studying, you started to get the hang of it. Let us know in the comments of your experience, please, of getting the hang of something. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me in this live class to learn these 30 English phrases. I hope that they were helpful for you, and if you want a copy of these notes, let me know in the comments, and I will send you the copy of the notes. Thank you so much, everybody. I wish you a good day or a good night. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.